in planning mode. We are getting ready to start our second year of homeschool. If you haven't been to my channel, I have a daughter that's in middle school this year. She's 11, and I have twin boys that are in 4th grade. They're 9, and then I have a kindergartner that I'm starting this year. As I was planning, I wasn't planning on making a video, but I thought I would share my struggles and in finding a good way to plan my homeschool. So last year, I was using a pencil and a cute little planner I got from Etsy. I printed it off. I put it in a 3-ring binder. I am 36 years old, you guys. I know. I bet you couldn't guess. You probably thought I was 20. So my entire life has been pencil and paper planning. And as I was going through my year last year, I started falling behind because I didn't have the time to literally write out every assignment and count every day and divide, this many pages into that many days, and it just was becoming a daunting task. It was so daunting, I just stopped doing it. I just stopped planning. I had it all in my head. I can't, planning is so hard. And my husband would be like, do it on the computer, do it online. And I'm always like, no. So dumb. I don't want to spend 6 months learning a new program. So my husband kept saying, just give it a try. It could work. So I did my research on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. I'll try Homeschool Planet. We'll just give it a try. If I hate it, I will totally go back to my pencil and paper and I'll buy a cute planner. And they give you a 30-day trial. So they give you enough time to realize there really is no learning curve. Within an hour, I had learned it. It is super easy. I was sold. So I literally put my paper planner in the recycling bin and I switched. It's completely changed the way I plan my school. It has taken a load off. I have pretty much my entire year plan now. This planner makes it so easy. They have pre-made curriculums on there you can just use and it'll plan out your year, and the calendar part's amazing. You can X out days off. It has attendance. I'm printing it out every week for them. And these are my older ones. Obviously my kindergartner I have a different system for. This is my daughter's schedule that I printed out. I hope I can show you. I hope you see it. You see it? Okay, so as you see, it blocks out, and the thing that's awesome is you can click and drag these things in the order that you want. But it can give specifics. So for instance, she does Saxon Math is already input into their system, so you can use that. Also teaching textbooks is into their system. So I just selected teaching textbooks. I think it's a couple bucks to buy it. Teaching textbooks is right there, and it literally tells you the exact assignment. If you look like me in the beginning of this video, because I know we all have those moments where we just seriously die on our desks and we're like, I can't do this anymore. How am I gonna plan a whole year? You can come with me. I'm planning my school, and I thought, why not video it? Yeah, it might be super boring for you, so if you don't want to watch it, that's just fine. I'll have some other videos coming up here in the next week that might be more exciting. But if you're seriously interested, come tag along. Let's go. Okay, so this is my little corner where I plan. This is my teacher's desk. So what I do is I get all the work I need, I put it in a stack, and when it's entered into my online planner, then I take it, I enter it, and then okay, so here's my Homeschool Planet. On the left right over here, I have everyone registered. They all have their own account. So there's me and then my kids. Right now I am viewing the first week of school and I'm viewing everyone. So I look up here and I have everyone's schedule listed. But what you can do is say I want to just see my daughter, come up here, click Mackenzie, and it will quickly just go to her schedule. So right now I have nothing entered for my little kindergartner because, you know, he's super easy, but let's enter something in his schedule all about reading. Just so I can kind of keep track of where we are and when we're going to finish. We might do more than one lesson a day and we might not. The good thing about this program is if he's sick or if we skipped a day, it will just, you can kind of forward the whole schedule and it'll bump forward the whole schedule will bump forward. So anyway, let's look at, I tried out a couple of these lessons early in the summer and then we kind of stopped, so we are on lesson 3. So I am going to just assume we're going to do one lesson a day for our school days, and let's just get started. Okay, so how I'm going to add all about reading, I'm going to click on the calendar. I'm going to add class, so I'm going to come to class. Okay, so I typed all about reading level 1 because I just can't film and type at the same time. And this is for Drew. All right, so then we need to decide like when we're doing it. So I'm going to just teach him some select days of the week. I'm having him do school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm giving him Friday off. And we are starting our school on the 28th. Okay, so see how easy that is? Now I come down here and I'm going to click on more options because I kind of want to make it a little bit more detailed. So these assignments, you kind of pick how it matches your curriculum. So these assignments are lessons. Okay, so I'm just still learning how to do this. So I'm going to pick this and we're going to just see if that works for the all about reading. I want them to begin on that. How many assignments? Okay, I need to see how many lessons I have. 1 minute. I want it to begin. I have 53 lessons. How many assignments? I just want one lesson a day. And then I'm going to come, then I'm going to come over here and push next. Okay, then we come over here and we need to figure out this page. Again, I'm just learning. I'm literally doing this with you guys. So I'm going to put lesson. You can kind of change that. Look, lesson 1, but we already did lesson 1, 2, and 3. So, okay, so here I put lesson, I replaced assignment by lesson, and then I actually start numbering at 3. So on Monday we start with lesson 3, and it goes all the way through December. And the thing with this curriculum, I know sometimes you can't get through a whole lesson in one day, and that's fine. The good thing about Homeschool Planet is you can bump it back. Say it takes 2 days to finish a lesson, then the whole schedule will be consecutively bumped back. That's what I love about this. So let's just try. All right, so I want you to see the magic of this Homeschool Planet. I've entered everything in. It's all ready to go, and you just push save and close, and in 1 second, there you go. It's all ready to go for the entire year. That is why I switched from paper and pen. Okay, so we've done that. I entered that. I'm just going to put this on the floor. That's my enter pile. Now I need to work on the math. So I'll enter that right now. Okay, so for his math, I decided to do it instead of lessons. I decided to do just pages because with his math, he's going to do a page and a hands-on math activity that I'm going to include in his little pouch with cars and make it more interesting. So I just kind of wanted him to do 2 pages a day and to keep it tracked. So here I am. I start on Tuesday. Wait, I actually am starting school on the 28th. Start on the 28th. He starts on page 25 because we already did some of the workbook last year. So I save and close, and here it is, Math Abeka. And this one is all planned and ready, and I will put it in his little folder for school. Okay, so I'm back with with all students, and I need to add a history course. Literally, like today, I finally decided on the history curriculum I'm using. But I haven't received it yet. I'm going to receive it in a week, but I do have a PDF of it, so I'm going to follow that. So we're going to add a class, and everyone is going to be doing history together. So I'm going to come down here and click history. All right, so I decided on the good and the beautiful, and the actual books are going to be sent to me in the mail. I'm getting year 1 and year 2, and I'm kind of following what kind of the order that I wanted to do it, kind of making my own order. So we are starting with Unit 2, the Vikings. This is where we are starting, and I'm kind of just picking out my own units, and then we're moving to Colonial America. So because we're not going to be doing the Great Depression, World War I this year, I'm going to go back to, anyway, that's a whole other video of how I'm doing this, but because I'm kind of not following this curriculum the way it's lined up, I have to enter it in a different way. So this is kind of good for us to figure out. So I'm starting Unit 2 with Explorers. So I'm going to enter this per unit that I'm doing, not for the entire curriculum. So I'm going to come over here, and I want to enter a number of specific lessons. Okay, so when I'm starting in, let's see, I am starting in the middle on Unit 2 of this curriculum, so I kind of have to manipulate Homeschool Planet. So it says, how many assignments do you have? So I'm counting how many lessons I'm doing. So I'm doing 9 lessons out of the unit. I want to do 1 a day. I'm doing it 4 days a week. And I'm starting at lesson 14. So I should be done by September 12th. We should be done with the Explorers unit. I'm going to click OK. Okay, and here it is. It's all plugged in. I'm going to save and close. And there it is on my calendar. And now I can go add the next unit. Now I'm going to enter our first read aloud. I'm reading Carry On Mr. Bowditch for our first read aloud. To kind of, my boys love science and engineering, and I know it would capture their attention, and it would go along with the Our Explorers and also the Early American. So this is the winner for our first read aloud. And Drew is running around my house being really loud. So let's try to enter this into the planner. To enter a book or an assignment of a book, it's so awesome and so quick. I pick class to enter a book, the kids reading, or in this case, I'm going to be reading a read aloud book. So I have picked the subject Read Aloud by Mom, so they know it's me and they don't have to read it. Don't pay attention to Drew in the background. The title, Carry On Mr. Bowditch, and this is going to be for all of us. So again, I just click everyone. You know what? I'm really flexible for our reading. We read on Saturday nights before bed. I picked the start date. The end date is about right when we end the Explorers unit. So I thought that'd be a kind of a good book to go along with that. And this is where it gets super easy. Okay, so let me show you how awesomely easy this is. You just say, I have a long reading. And put next. Okay, on what date you want to begin? On what date do you want the reading to end? Okay. Okay, so it's 251 pages. All right, we are gonna read pretty much every day before bedtime. It's just kind of fun to read before bed. Next, and then it generates how many pages I need to read a day. So we can be finished by September 18th when our unit ends. And I think that's pretty doable, 12 pages a day. Click OK. Okay, add them. There it shows up for all students. Save and close. And there it is. I have this last little curriculum book that I needed to enter for my twin boys. I already entered it for my daughter. For cursive, I decided to go with this adorable, it's picture, like cursive practice based on art, and I just love this idea. Anyway, that's for a curriculum video, but for now, let's enter it into my planner. So this is how you do these kinds. So it's set up as week 1, and then you have assignment 1, assignment 2, assignment, or day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So let me show you kind of how I enter in this setup. Okay, so here we are. I've selected my boys. I'm going to go into the classes again. I want to add another class. I'm going to select cursive. Okay, so I've selected the subject, the kids, start date. It's not going to be every day. It's going to be Monday through Thursday. And then let me show you how to enter this kind of a setup. You're going to want to use my assignments follow a recurring pattern. So this is really easy, and it's great. Super great, and plans out your whole year. Okay, so for these week assignments, you need to make sure you put right here how many weeks total. This is a 12-week program. All right, so again, this is set up as week 1, and then we need 5 assignments. So, all right, so what you're gonna wanna do is change the word lesson into week. So it's week 1, and I change B into 2. So you have like week 1, sentence 1, week 1, sentence 2, and so forth. So you go week 1. Now on day 3, oh wait, sentence 3. Now on day 4, I want to do week 1, sentence 4 and 5, because see how it does that, sentence 4 and 5 on that day, because it is a 5-day curriculum, but I'm only doing it 4 days a week. Okay, so we've entered cursive, pictures in cursive book A. They do 4 days a week. There's only 12 weeks, and I check, and it does like week 1, assignment 1, week 1, assignment 2, and so forth. Now I save and close, and there it is. Perfect. Now, it does look kind of bunched when you have 2 kids selected. Let's just select Connor. Let's just look at his schedule. Here's Connor's schedule. It's all entered. He has his reading, his writing, spelling, cursive. Now things like spelling and writing, IEW writing, I didn't do specific assignments because we kind of just feel it out and do what works and go at our own pace. So they know to do that, but it kind of is just self-guided. Obviously, I will be doing writing intensive with them, but I don't know exactly how far we're going to get each day into that. So I kind of leave a little leeway there.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now, the awesome thing about this planner that I love is that you can say your kid is sick. You can literally mark them sick for one day and their entire schedule for the whole year will be bumped forward. Now, what I'm trying to do right now, and I haven't done this yet, so we'll do it together, we'll figure out how, is my daughter, she actually wanted to start her math tomorrow. So we were gonna start school on August 28th, which is about 2 weeks away, but she wants to start it tomorrow, which is 2 weeks before school, because she's in a theater group and they have a whole week of dress rehearsals and she wants to take math off that week. So I told her if she does math this coming week right now, she can have that week off for dress rehearsals. I'm doing this, I'm just gonna see how this works. So let's edit it and let's see where we go from here. Let's change the schedule because we're going to start it at a different time. So I'm going to click change the schedule, add or remove. I'm going to add some dates that she's going to be doing math this week to make up for that dress rehearsal that she doesn't want to do it. So I'm going to click OK. There's the individual dates added. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click, if I could click and drag. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking this assignment and I'm literally clicking it and dragging it up. So I shifted the entire week to start tomorrow. But I want to fill in the first week now and I don't want to keep clicking and dragging. So I'm going to come over here and I am going to select merge this day with the previous one and the following assignments up. Okay, so it all moved up one day and I'm just going to keep doing that. Okay, so the whole entire schedule should be shifted. So it still keeps vacation days. Vacation day, it still accounts for those. And she finishes this curriculum November 7th, and then she goes on to pre-algebra. Super easy, and this is this coming week. We aren't starting school yet, but she just wanted to do her math. So that's all that's on her schedule, is to get that week of math done. I go to the next week after that. We don't have school. She has a week off. And then we're officially starting school on the 28th, and this is when her schedule starts. So I did that successfully. Yay!
Now Homeschool Planet just needs to give it to me for free because I totally recommended their planner. So Homeschool Planet, if you're watching, just waive my fee for next year. Just waive it. Okay. I'll keep doing these videos.